Hello, everyone. How's it doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good night. This is Mike. I'm calling, or not calling, I'm sorry. I'm finally making another video. What I'm going to do tonight is we're going to compare a regular Chromebook and talk about some of the differences between a regular Chromebook and one that I put cloudready or neverwhere on. And we're going to discuss some of the differences. Okay, so right away, we're going to look at boot times. I'm going to open up my little Lenovo 100, which I've shown in another video, and we're going to show the boot time. It's going to boot right away, just like that. I'm sorry I have one hand with no tripod or whatever, but as you can see, it boots lickety split. In here, and I will say a caveat, I am running it from SD card. I'm going to have my Windows computer, and I kept Windows on the hard drive, and I'm running, and it may be a little slow, I will admit it's probably gonna be a little slower, but I'm keeping this particular computer in dual boot mode by running it off an SD card. Now this particular computer has an eMMC drive like most Chromebooks do, but I'm going to preserve Windows on the hard drive. Anyway, let's open it up. As you might notice, I have to put the camera down because neither one of these computers have the one hand lift. So, excuse me. And unlike my other computer, neverwhere does not boot when you open the lid. So, let's hit the switch. One thing I do like about my converted computer here, and as you can see, it not only does it take not boot by the opening the lid, well, it actually didn't do too badly that time. I suppose the longer you have the SD card in or your flash drive in, the quicker it gets. But as you can see, it still takes a bit longer than in fact, the Windows computer on the eMMC drive, which this has on it, probably boots up in the same time as this cloudready, at least from the SD card. Now, to be fair, I'm not booting it from the, as I said, the hard drive. Now that's really not too bad. It's not quite done booting yet, but actually it's not too bad. And as you can see, pretty much looks the same once you boot up. Let's go in, shall we? Okay, I'm going into cloudready, and now I'm going to go into the other one. Mr. Cloudready, are you going to go let me in? There we are. Okay. Alright. And like any computer, you're logged in as your root into you're signed in on your Google account. Now my little one is a little bit low on battery, so I hope I can finish this video before it goes out. But I wanted to show a few differences. The other difference is when you open your apps on this Chromebook, you can see there are tons of different, because I have Android, because of legal constraints and being open source, this Chromebook, while there's nothing wrong with it, is very sparse. Okay, hold on, open. Okay, I don't have this, there's not really much to this. You do have VirtualBox, you do have the ability to run Linux, but as you know, cloudready does not support Android apps for legal and constraints. Also, you don't have the Chrome browser, although Chromium is fine. It's got most of the features. And some of the same apps are on this as well. I have a camera, which I've used. The email I can get right on the web. The music player, I can open Chromium, I believe, with the apps, and I can just play music player from there without putting that. It's already inbuilt on there, so I don't really have to worry about that. Now, as far as speed, I must say that even running from SD card, once you get going, it's pretty fast. There's not really a difference on how open things open up. Now my little computer here, my little Chromebook, is running a MediaTek 8173C, which is a quad core. This is running a Celeron N4000, which is actually other real Chromebooks, and even as a Windows computer, it may not be the strongest, but it's actually a fairly responsive CPU. I really actually like this because in Windows 10, I have pretty much all day battery life. So I would hope, I haven't tried it yet, maybe I can let you know, I'm hoping that I get all day battery life here. Now, this particular configuration, what I do like about it is, since I am running it off the SD card, I can still just pull off, because I have it set up to boot off my SD card. But if I pull the SD card out, then it boots into Windows. Whereas this, it's also an ARM chip. I have to do some investigating, put it in developer mode, and see if I can find a Linux that supports ARM. I think Debian does, and a few others. There's probably tons. You can go to distro watching, see what they have, as well as other sites. But anyway, I wanted to show some of the differences between if you're going to get a cloud-ready book or you're going to convert a laptop, either an old one or a fairly new one like this. The other thing I want to talk about is the shutdown. Let's compare the shutdown. Pretty much, boom, that one's off. Now this one, I go here, it appears to be off, but there's a light right there, and that light sometimes takes 3 to 5 minutes to go off, and if you hit the off button before then, you mess up your install, at least on the SD card. And I don't think I want to risk the install on my regular, if I put it on my hard drive. So that light will be on for a little while. But anyway, I just wanted to do a short video on comparing my cloud-ready Chromebook to a regular Google Chromebook, and they actually both have full access to the Google universe. Well, lacking a few features with this one. Anyway, have a good day. We'll see you later.